You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and something on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at some of a Let's Play episode of Love the Exalt. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright. Deal's sweet, too. You saved a healer from getting his melon split down the middle just this afternoon. Of course, that was already on point, but still, shook me to see him follow through like that. Which one of you fucking guys was responsible, huh? Just trying to whittle the numbers down or what? We'll ever find out who did that shit. Can't we just ask Dead Ghost why he chose to give out protection? Not telling. Sucks to be you. He looks different. I have a theory, but perhaps we should dispense with this raucous crosstalk and take turns sharing our ideas. Oh. It has a hidden downside. Yep. Veritably, Tank. Protection is sweet and savory, but it comes with a toxic copper aftertaste. Suit pushes his glasses. Thick sunset fills each lens. The Flashpoint Principle. Damn! Recall, the results were displayed orally. Everyone knows who does and doesn't have protection. And we all know the exact minute that each person's protection will evaporate. That's the hidden drawback. Protection creates a flashpoint at the 12 and 24-hour marks. Eh? What's a flashpoint? It's the temperature at which a liquid sublimates into an ignitable gas. Sublimates, huh? A sudden loss of protection at the 12 and 24-hour marks precipitates a concentrated point of chaos during which multiple plays are likely to be made at once. But let's curtail our dread glances and still our quivering maws. Miss Officiary, we spoke of this earlier. In the upper cabin, please share the plan we came up with. It's simple. We rely on each other. When the train's internal clock chimes 12, we should ensure that we have multiple eyes on Tank, Pet, Mimi, and Suit. That way, if anyone gets attacked, we can protect the victim as a group. And hopefully we can prevent our first real death. That's pretty smart. I always hate when I bet on a royal squad at the towers and they just split off and end up getting picked off one by one. Dancer raises her hand. I have a question. Is it truly safe for us to gather in a large group? Isn't that a form of flashpoint itself? The point at which enough people fit neatly inside the range of someone else's AoE. If we all bunch up at midnight, isn't there a risk of a multi-kill? Is it just me, or why are you all assuming that everyone secretly wants to kill each other in here? I thought mostly we kind of liked each other. Was it naive of me to think that? Everyone looks at their food. Tank looks at her, though. Yeah, it was. In a situation like this, you're never, ever gonna get a big bitch who clunks up on you and says, I'm gonna fight you. And then she fights you, Mimi. This ain't gonna fucking happen. What's gonna happen is she's gonna bring you food and compliment your fucking hat and shit, and then next thing you know, Tank slams a palm on the table. Bagoosh! Ah! Exactly. I love that pose. She fucking headshots you with some bullshit move and makes it look like your best friend did it so she can turn the group against that fucker and get rid of him too. It's just basic strategy. It's horrifying, but accurate. Really? He's more or less correct, but that doesn't mean we can't trust each other while kindling due caution. I still think the threat of AoE is too high for us to be bunching up. It's safer to spread out. Dancer picks at her food. We shouldn't even be eating dinner together, frankly. Is it... Oh my god. That's a good point. We can't play around hypotheticals. We need more information. For now, let's try to stick to groups of 2 or 3 people, whomever we trust the most. Dancer, Imp. If neither of you are concerned about AoE, you're free to keep your distance from the rest of us. Now, the officiary looks around for any empty plates and finds only tanks. I have another topic for our discussion, but it requires a bit of setup. Mimi, put your hands over your ears. Here's something upsetting to confess to you all. I want to hear it. Very well. Earlier, I lied. Regarding the conductor. In truth, he is already... Oh no!
Good that you kept the mood light back then. Pet was shaken up enough as it was. But, yeah, I figured.
As did I. It seems strange for the Spectre to exclude him arbitrarily. And your downcast, tear-stricken eyes, Miss Officiary, they fail to belie the truth in sorrow. The Officiary takes Tank's empty plate to the kitchen, back turned on the others. Indeed. The conductor is dead. My question for Dead Ghost is, was he already dead when the train departed? Not telling. Ah, hold on, I've got it.
Sure.
Just before their departure, there was no announcement on the PA system. Instead, wretched black silence fell on our ears. The Officiary sets Tank's plate down neatly in the sink. Clunk. Then we have a problem. I ask you all. She knocks on the doorframe as she re-enters the main room and pulls a pencil from her hair to nibble on while she ruminates. How many people boarded this train?
Oh, that's a good point.
Huh. Ha! Look at the eyes. Was it 12? I believe it was 12. Okay, so... Pet, Officiary, Tank, the Dragon Guy's class... Pet, Officiary, Tank, Dragon Dude, Imp, Mimi, her mom, Healer, Chef. That's 9 people. Dancer, no, 12. There's 12 of us. I've counted. What? Am I missing something? Oh god, how many people are on board? 11? Should be 11 people, including Dead Ghost, right?
How'd you come up with that number?
Oh, I wasn't counting them. Never mind.
Yep, we don't know. Okay, I guess it's true, we don't know.
Turbulence rattles the dining cabin window and clouds swallow the sun. The gas lamps flicker. The correct answer is... 13 people.
What?
You think there's a 13th passenger? Stop making stuff up.
You telling me there was someone left without a partner during that game?
No, I don't think they're a player. I think they're driving the train.
Wait.
Huh.
Interesting.
Okay. I think they're driving the train. At the start of the death game, Dead Ghost said, "You're all trapped here now. 13 motherfuckers, including me." As we just established, the conductor was already dead at that point. That does explain why the ghost was so unsure about our number earlier, just before the third rule game. Imp puts his feet up on the table too, and he shakes his head around dismissively. Hold on. Whoa. No. Don't tell me you genuinely think she's mistaken, Imp. Ah, there's 100% for sure a 13th passenger hiding somewhere in here. What? It's already confirmed? But we just swooshed right past a big fucking contradiction back there. If this fake 13th passenger is supposedly driving the train, that means it must be a pilot, conductor, or aeronaut, right? Those are the only 3 classes I've heard of that can yoke old machinery like this, yeah. Okay. Then where'd that hallway come from? The blackout holes, the ab rooms, the pitfalls. Who's been altering the space around us? Pilots, conductors, and aeronauts don't have that in their kits. Oh! A multi-class. I've heard rumors about people who can equip multiple badges. Could it be?
Boons and riches in good measure. Okay. Oh, I got 1 of 100. Jesus.
What are they called again? I think it starts with a D. Diabetes? No. Close, though. I believe that's hearsay, Mimi. You may be closer to the truth than the rest of us, Mimi, but a multi-class isn't the only possibility. At any rate, I expect we're dealing with such diabolical shenanigans. Entertainment for me, though. The notion of a theoretical person. A person with one mind split across many bodies.
You just ripped that idea from the myth of Sikalia.
Hear me out, imp. It's not as mythological as it sounds.
The group juggles a few more ideas, but they just get farther and farther from the truth.
Perhaps we can't say for sure what their class is, how many bodies they have, or even who they are. But we can all agree. Someone else is in here with us.
There's a bump in the hallway. It sounds like wheels ripping through 10 feet of a carpet a second, going from left to right. What does that do? Deathfish of a cranium the size of a gun. It's funny. Flora. Fruit only produced by chlorophylls, which have been starved of sunlight and space to grow. Huh. Love potion. Interesting. Alright, y'all. I think I'm actually gonna pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!